You guys, the story continues. Like I said, I was not down with this, especially the fact that this story is recent, and if it's recent, that means I gotta keep updating you guys on everything that's happening. I'm not done with this girl. I'm not done with this girl until I put my hands on her. I'm just letting it know, like, y'all. But y'all, don't worry, this time I am going to tell this story all calm and all, because I don't want it to be like the story time that I don't want it to be like the previous two videos where I was just talking too fast, because I just wanted to get everything out. But don't worry, as you guys can hear in the background, I have my rain sound on. I was meditating the whole time before I come on camera and tell this story. So I just hope that I don't actually get pissed off during the whole thing, where I'm gonna start like talking fast and stuff in a whole new accent. And guys, this time I had to take notes. This time, guys, because like I said in the story times, like there's a lot of things that are like that I didn't mention. And so and like I said, there was just so much going on in this story time that a lot of things that like I left out a lot of things. So at least I take notes this time, because I don't want it to be like that again where I keep forgetting things. I did not know that it would actually go like that. Like, it's crazy. But that's why I had to take notes this time before I come and finish this off, so I don't like leave anything out. And hopefully I don't leave anything out, even though I put in my notes. Hope that does not happen. And also I'm gonna be telling you guys what happened after I did the story time. Okay, so let's not waste too much time. I don't want this to take another hour. First of all, guys, that story, right? That story time was literally 3 hours. That story time, like, it literally took me a minute to post it. Like I said, I recorded that story time on the 9th of November, but I didn't drop it until literally 20th of November. Yeah, so like I said, what happened was, when I recorded the story time, because like it was 3 hours and stuff, I was trying to export it, and when I was trying to export it, it would literally take a long time, and I didn't really have time for that. So like I would just like, when that happened, I'd just be like, okay, I'm just gonna do it the next day. I did the same thing the next day. That literally I had to go to sleep one time and leave it on exporting. So yeah, one thing about me is like I like to edit my videos on my phone. Like I like to export my videos to my phone so I can edit there. Because like if I was to get a laptop, last time I tried to edit on a laptop, and it was pretty hard, because if I need to edit on the laptop, that means I gotta like stay home the whole day and do that. But because like there might be things that come around, I'll just export it to my phone, that if let's say I'm in any place, any situation, I can just like go on my phone and just edit the video that I need to edit. So that's what it is. So I was trying to export it to my phone, and it was just taking a minute. And that one time I literally had to leave my phone on, because I wasn't really doing anything on my phone. Leave it on, go to sleep, and have the whole thing export. So when it finally exported, guys, I was trying to edit, and this video editor was taking a whole, guys, look, first, this is what happened, right? When I was trying to edit on one of the apps, it was the it started freezing, it started lagging. I don't know if it's because the file was too large or something. It started freezing, it started like lagging or that. So I was just, what, I'm just cutting in half. I'm gonna cut this video in half. I'm gonna edit the first part over here, and then the other part on another app, because I don't want to keep dealing with this. So I tried to edit it in the other app. When I was editing it in the other app, yeah, this other app, every time that I tried to like at first it was going well, right? It was going well until I had to export it, until I had to save it on my camera roll. It was taking a hot minute. It will literally stop on 25% or 30%, and it's just gonna be stuck there. It won't go anywhere. If anything, it will just come up with export failed. So like I was actually going through a lot. After that, guys, I was like, okay, you know what, let me delete some things, and maybe the reason why it's stopping is because like the file is too large. And this was like 2 hours though. The first hour was with the other app, and the second 2 hours with the other app. So I was like, let me export it, like let me delete some things and then try to export it. I did that, it didn't work, and now I lost half of my work. So when I deleted any segments, right, like if I deleted some segments, every overlay or text that I had there, it will move to another segment. And then at that point, I've lost my work. So I was like, I'm not gonna keep dealing with this app, because this app is, and this app, if let's say I'm only 1 minute in the app, it will start freezing. If I'm just 2 seconds into the app, that's when it's just gonna start freezing. At first it was going well until like, oh my gosh, like, after that I was like, nope, I'm not doing it over here. So I went back to the other app that I was editing it in first, and you know, it was going well this time. So cause now I just had to, like, you know, cut it in 3 sections now. The second section in that app, third section in that app, you know, the same app. And now I had to literally start over again with the second section, because it couldn't really work in the other app and I couldn't even save it. Oh my gosh, guys, I was going through a lot. So now I have to start again, and it was just literally pissing me off, because I have to revisit the story time and everything that's being said and everything that's being done. Like, it's literally pissing me off. And plus, like, I just wanted to get it over done with. I was becoming so impatient. I'm usually a patient person, but this time I'm so impatient because I just wanted to drop this story time already, so he can just get it over done with, you know. I went through a lot, guys. So now I had to, like, for me to export it, I literally had to, like, you know, cut it in section as well, because the thing it couldn't really save videos that are like too large. I had to cut it in little sections, and now I had to put it together again in this other app. I went to this other app so I can, like, you know, add all the videos together and save it as an hour. Guys, I actually went through a lot. I've never actually gone. YouTubing can actually be stressful. It can actually be stressful. So yeah. Anyways, guys, let's just get right into this video. I'm gonna mention the things that I left on the story time first, and after that I'm gonna mention the things that happened after I did my story time. Now let me just check my notes. Oh, it's actually a lot. Oh. Okay, so this is one thing I forgot to mention, guys. You know, after I confronted her about everything, right? And I actually, like, you know, went ahead and showed support to her channel. Like, I literally went and, like, commented under her videos and, you know, commented as well. I mean, liked the video as well. But, like, I did all that even though I knew she was messing with my head. That just go to show how kind and how really supportive I am. Like, I know somebody is messing with my head. They're not really being genuine with me or whatever, but I'm still there trying to show them support. You know, the fact that I had to go there and show support to her showed that I really wanted to show support for this girl when she dropped this channel. But it was just eating me with the fact that she just disrespected me. Like, it was crazy. So remember how I told you guys that with my cooking business, like, she wanted me to go back to that so bad. Like, she would not leave me alone with it. Every time she see me, she's like, you need to go back to cooking business, Like, she would tell me this numerous times, even though I already, like, you know, planned on going back to my business the whole time without her telling me about it. She just could not leave me alone with it, guys. Like, guys, let me tell you one thing, right? So remember how I told you guys I had my birthday celebration in Gold Coast. So when I was celebrating my birthday there, and I told you guys how I came out of the hotel room already and stuff, and her guy literally complimented me right in front of her face. During that time, though, something else went on. When my sister was with her man, right? So when my sister was, and also she was sitting next to the witch. When my sister was just like, my sister and her man were just being playful, right? They were literally being playful, you know. And you have the witch sitting on the sideline, like sitting beside her, looking at my sister and her boyfriend being playful like this, like side-eyeing them, and like side-eyeing and stuff, literally side-eyeing them, guys. Like and not like, oh my lord, by energy stay far away. And this was not the first time she's done that. She actually does that a lot when it comes to my sister and her boyfriend. Like, she would just be side-eyeing them when they're being playful, when they're talking, whatever it is. She just be, and matter of fact, now that I think about it, when this girl, it's like, when you know how you're not really looking at somebody, right? When you're not looking at somebody, but you've turned the other way, whatever it is, that she'll just be looking at you weirdly and stuff, side eyeing you, whatever. Like, that is just mad crazy. And that also reminded me of that time when we went to her house, right, when her crazy ass boyfriend wasn't there. So when we were there the whole time, I was with my man as well. Like, you know, he was sleeping on my lap because he was late. So when that whole thing was happening, right, this, like, I keep catching this girl staring at us, because like I also was when I was talking to her, at first I was talking to her about whatever was happening, and then after that, when me and my man communicating, I'll be looking down. So it's like when I'm talking to her, obviously she's looking at me, pay attention to me, whatever it is. But when I'm communicating with him, she's looking at me. So I knew the whole time she was looking at me. You know how you can feel that somebody's looking at you, right? Yeah. And also when I look up, I'll catch her looking at us the whole time. Like, by energy, stay far away. So remember how I told you guys that time where her and I had a fallout after the club? I mean, we'll be having fallouts after the club. But the first time we had a fallout after I went to a performance. So when my sister was communicating with her about the whole situation that's happening between her and I, yeah, this witch literally told my sister, oh, okay, well, I don't want to talk to Jackie first until she talks to me. And it's like, why would I want to be talking to you when you were the one in the wrong? I shouldn't be coming to talk to you for what? You're the one in the wrong. It's your mistake. Now you gotta like fix your mistakes. What are you talking about? So when my sister told me that, and I'm not to my sister, but she ended up talking to me first though. She was there telling my sister, giving her big energy and stuff, saying, oh, I don't want to talk to Jackie first until she talks to me. But she ended up talking to me. One thing about this girl is she will literally tell people different things. She will tell me something different and tell my sister something different and tell other people something different. Or she will tell my sister something different, she will tell me something different and other people something different. Like, how do you keep up with somebody like that? How do you keep up with somebody like that? Honestly, like, tell me. She hasn't done this just once. She's done it multiple times, and I'm gonna tell you guys about it here. But yeah, she told my sister that. So the whole time when she sent me that message, right, I sent it to my sister. When she sent me that message on when she messaged me first on Snapchat, I copied that text message and sent it to my sister, telling her what she was telling me. And my sister at that point, I don't think she realized that she was the one who confronted me first. But when we talked about this whole situation, that's when she's like, wait, did she like, you know, tell you, did she confront you first? Because she told me that she was going to talk to you until you talk to her. Guys, you know what I have realized the whole time? You know my Instagram name, right? My Instagram name is officially Jackie. My Instagram name is, my main account name is officially Jackie. And tell me why. And this did not occur to me the whole time until I actually thought about it. This girl, her Instagram name is now, like, you know, I didn't think about it until, like, you know, a few days ago. Heck, she changed her Instagram name, but her Instagram name is, like, you know, is now officially, I don't want to say the rest because, yeah, I can't be exposing people's names until they expose themselves. But her Instagram name is literally, it also starts with officially and da. I didn't think about that the whole time until, like, I thought about it and I'm like, wait, hold on, since what was a name like that? Because for what I know, it's not just her Instagram but also her Snapchat. I had my Instagram name ever since, like, I have had my Instagram name officially Jackie ever since 2018. Ever since 2018. And she was not on Instagram in 2018. What? Ciao. Okay guys, so this is what happened, right? One time, and this was around the time where we're experiencing the fallout. This was around the time where, like, you know, before things turned out the way to be. So she was telling me that and she literally told me this after it's happened, this dumbass idiot. So, you know, after the dinner, right, I don't know if it was during that week or the week after, but I'm pretty sure it was the week after, because she took a minute for her to tell me what had happened. So she told me that she got beat up by her neighbors, right? She got beat up by her neighbors, and this was like way after it's happened. She got beat up by her neighbors, and she told me that she had told my sister about it, but I don't know. First of all, I don't know why, but you know, from what she was telling me, is that the neighbors basically instigated. But for what I know, now that things are to a point where I just like, you know, figured this witch, I know for sure she would have definitely provoked them first. This girl just like to lie too much that you just cannot, you cannot believe anything that come out of this girl's mouth anymore. For what I know, you can't believe, she will literally turn stories around. She'll manipulate you into believing whatever lie she's like telling you, and she'll make you believe everything that she's saying. But for now that I know the kind of person that she is, anything that she had told me the whole time, I don't know whether for sure it was real or not, but I don't know for sure it wasn't. So the neighbors can't just like, you know, beat her up for no reason. She might have definitely provoked them first. We know how she is. Anyways, so she told me that she got beat up by her neighbors, and she told me that, I'm asking her, wait, what the freak, like, why did you tell me this? Like, what are you talking, why did you tell me this, like, when it happened? I would have literally came in like for those neighbors for you, whatever. And she was like, no, it's okay, like, and I'm asking her, so you're not gonna, like, you're not going to report them or something? She's like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So when me and my sister were discussing about this the whole time before, right, when I told, me and my sister were having this discussion, and this was after her and I had a fallout. When me and my sister were talking about it, I told my sister, like, you know, that time when she got beat up at the police, by her neighbors, she told me that she's gonna call the police, and my sister was like, so guys, like I said, this whole time my camera has stopped recording and I don't know anything about it. Like, it didn't even give no signal whatsoever. So, but let me tell you guys what happened, right? So, well, first of all, don't mind the music in the background. Our girl is turning up right now. But anyway, so after like that whole police thing, right? So this is the next point. She had told me that she was gonna come to my house, but knowing that at this time, me and my sister and her, like, you know, they were basically cordial, right? So tell me why. Yeah. And knowing that her and my sister are now cordial, like, even though whatever she did to my sister, like she said to my sister about her not being there for her, really cut my sister deep, because she knows that's not true. They're now cordial, like, they talk things out. For my sister it was just cordial, like, okay, yeah, that's that, because I know for sure you just, like, you know, cut me deep, but I'ma, like, you know, let this slide, and we just cordial, right? So knowing for sure that they're now cool or whatever, tell me why this girl tells me that she's coming to my house, but the whole time she did not even tell my sister anything about it. I literally told my sister, oh, the witch is coming to our house today. My sister's like, she is? She's like, and I'm like, yeah, she didn't tell you? And she's like, no. Now, wow. And also, guys, so remember how I told you guys that she told my brother that she got the job, yeah? So tell me why, my sister is telling me this, yeah? Tell me why that she calls my sister up, right? And my sister missed her call, but she called her back. And this girl's like, wait, did your brother tell you I got the job? First things first, why should my brother have to tell my sister whether he got the job or not? Isn't that your place to tell my sister? Why are you asking that? In a way, it's like she didn't want my sister to know that she got the job, but because she knows that we are siblings, and she didn't want her to find out that she got the job, it's like she's trying to ask you to confirm whether, like, the freak, she's a weirdo. Oh my lord. Because I'm getting angry now and I don't want to. I'm trying to keep my cool. So let me tell you guys something. This witch, yeah, I don't know what the freak she's on, but this witch once told me, whenever like people post stuff on their Instagram, right, or just anything in general, tell me why this girl tells me that she zooms in on photos like when somebody posts Instagram photos on the newsfeed or whatever, she zooms in on the photos. Like she literally zooms in, and she told me this. I just remember that. I'm just like, what's the point of what are you trying to like zoom in for? Like what are you doing? Why are you even zooming in photos? Weirdo. Oh my gosh. And one thing that I knew, so guys, this is what got me most of the times. Whenever this girl like complimented me, it didn't feel genuine at all. It just felt like it was coming. It's like obviously she didn't want to compliment me, but she had to, so she doesn't make me feel weirded out of the fact that she's not complimenting me. That makes sense. So it's like whenever she complimented me, I didn't feel that was coming from a genuine place. It's like it was coming from a place of maliciousness. To be honest, like that's how it felt like. It's like obvious. It's like she envied the way I was looking, but to cover up that, she had to compliment me. I'm being for real, guys. Like when I tell you, like I feel energies, I really feel energies. The energy I felt from her when I first met her is not a joke. Like I felt that energy, but like I said, whenever she, you know when you get complimented by somebody, you can feel that they actually really do mean the compliment, and that it's not coming from a place of hate, whatever it is. Her, when she complimented me, it did not feel like it was coming from a place of. So guys, the time where I was shooting my intro, right, I took a little snap video for Instagram and Snapchat, like, you know, basically taking a snap, and I posted on my Instagram and my Snapchat. So this girl swaps up on my video, that video that I posted, right? And you know, she was basically like, you know, how, like, oh yes, she was basically, so she swapped up, yeah, and she was basically saying, she did the I heart love emojis, not the love heart emojis. She said, photos please on Insta, photos please on Insta, basically saying post the photos on Insta please. So I'm just like to her, because I did take photos that night, but I wasn't sure whether I was going to post them or not. So I just like to her, I'll see what I can do, you know. So me feeling like this girl is so, like, she is in love with the way I'm looking, whatever it is, and she wants me to, like, because I didn't take a full body photo, I only took like a snap, and she was just saying, oh, photos are please on Insta. Like, I'm just thinking that, like, oh, she's feeling this, she's that, like, you know. But now that I look at it, it's like so weird. Why are you saying photos please on Insta? Okay, so that made me feel like, oh, she really want to see me, she really want to see these photos, and she's excited about this or whatever it is, right? So tell me why when I do post, when I actually like thought about posting those photos on Insta, on IG, right, and I did, tell me why this girl, now that I posted those photos on IG, she didn't really, the energy that she was giving off, like, you know, how she was crazy about how I looked on, you know how she said photos please on Insta, like, you know, it's like she was crazy about seeing on how I looked or whatever, because like she was feeling it. So tell me why when I posted those photos on Insta, that same energy she was giving me on Snap, it did not feel like it was the same energy when I posted those photos. When I posted those photos, it was like, oh, like, if she was really crazy about me, like, you know, how I was looking, whatever it is, and I do actually end up posting it, she'll be there, right? She'll be there, reposting my photos everywhere, or DMing me, whatever it is, saying, oh my gosh, you look so beautiful, whatever it is, right? So tell me why when I actually do post those photos, it's like she was not even, like, what the frick is wrong with this girl? She wasn't crazy about it like I thought she would be, with the energy that she was giving me off on Snapchat, saying photos are please on Insta. So guys, what we went through with this girl is crazy. With her life was literally a mess, and me and my sister were basically there to try and clean up her life for her and literally put everything back in place. When we first started, like, you know, being friends, like, her mother, like, when I told you guys that her and her mother would go at it all the time in the house, It wasn't a joke. It was not a joke, yo. They went at it all the time in the house. When we go there, they're cool. But once we leave her house, things start going down. And she'll be calling us, telling us what's happened, da 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 da. So whenever her mother kicks her out of the house, right, she comes to our house. And now we gotta beg our mom to let her stay in our house. And after that, when we take her back home, we have to beg her mom to let her stay, to let her back in the house. And now this girl wanna be like, you know, she wanna be pushing us away. Like we literally meant nothing to her, and like we literally did nothing for her. It's crazy. I remember one time I literally like took care of her birthday plan, starting from when she wanted me to look for an apartment or a place for us to like, you know, party in, which I did. So now I'm literally like, you know, looking for an apartment that we can literally like, you know, party in, whatever it is. And I finally found one. And now on that day I literally had to go to the apartment, check in or whatever. We tried checking in, but the hotel apparently said that the room that we're trying to stay in was flooded. That's what they said. So it was pretty weird. So after that, I'm now there trying to look for other apartments for us to like, you know, stay at and stuff. Like the fact that, so when we try to look for these apartments, like it's too much. Like before I go there, I had to wait for them. Like when I go to that place first, I had to wait for them to come around because like they needed how to say it, oh, I forgot what the hotel needed again. I think they needed the bond money or whatever. And oh yeah, we needed her card to pay for, because you know when you pay for the bond, you gotta use a credit card or debit card. So I literally had to wait for her for a hot minute because she was getting her nails done or whatever. I waited until like 5 something, and that's when they came around. From 2 to 5, imagine. They came around and we tried to book in, to check in or whatever, and the reception was closed, but we had to call the after hours to come and do this. We're telling after hours we need to be checking in and stuff. And now they told us that the room that we're staying in was flooded. So after they told us that, we're trying to look for another apartment that we can be staying in or whatever. And it literally took us a hot minute. We did find one. The one that we found though, something else happened. One of the guys, because we needed somebody's, it was just too much going on. Oh my gosh, but I'm just trying, like, that's not the point. We couldn't stay in that other apartment that we're trying to stay in because one of the guys put down people's names that were blacklisted from that hotel, and now we couldn't stay there anymore longer. And I was trying to find another one. Like, what actually caught me off guard was her man was the one who literally said, but Jackie, thank you so much for everything. Like, you know, you actually like this and that. Just thank him, showing gratitude for what I did. But her, the whole time she had not said nothing about all these things. Like she had actually like this was actually at the apartment, the first apartment we went to, right? The guy told me thank you for like, you know, showing me gratitude and stuff for like what I just did. But she had not said anything at all until her man said something. She's like, yeah, thank you, like. And it's the fact that you know how she said my sister was not there for her or whatever. This like the boyfriend that she's with, right? He kicked her out of the house. The boyfriend kicked her out of the house. And when that happened, my sister was literally the one who was attentive to it, who attended to her like there's no tomorrow, like right on. She was there like all these times, everything that happened, she was there. The times where like her and her boyfriend like, and I shouldn't be like nobody's there for her, we don't do this for her. I don't know how she wanted us to be there for her, because if it comes to being there for her mentally, we were there. If it's come to being there for her materialistically, we were there. So I don't know how she wanted us to be there for her. And one thing that occurred was when you ask this girl how everything is, she'll say it's fine, even though we know for sure it's not. Like, she's just hiding it from us. So how do you even want people to be there for you if you're not telling them what's up? Oh my gosh, this girl can actually be a big copycat, guys. Like, this girl literally copies anything, everything. If it's a slang, if it's a word, if it's a that, she'll literally do it too. I don't know if it's now, like, you know how she's a rapper, right? And now that I realize that, because like people will be telling me this, and every person that I come around and they ask about her, whatever, they'll be like, is she trying to copy Doja Cat? Is she trying to copy Doja Cat? Because her music sounds like, you know, it literally sounds like she is trying to be on the same level that Doja Cat is on. Like, her music style is like the same style as the Doja Cat's. So people will literally ask me, she's trying to be Doja Cat, Doja Cat, Doja Cat, Doja Cat. Like, most of her songs, right? She actually samples most of the songs. She actually does. Now that I think of it, one time she posted, there's this song of hers that literally sounded like Rihanna's. You know that Disturbia by Rihanna? Is it Disturbia? Okay, she one time literally posted a song that literally sounds like Rihanna's. And not only that, one of her other songs that she posted, that she dropped, it literally sounds like, now that I thought about it, it sounds like Doja Cat. And you know that time when I went to confront her about everything, right? You know, her now, she was also telling me things that had been happening, especially with the music video shoot, like before when they're trying to shoot for another music video. So this girl had told me that the guy that she was doing this music video shoot, like, you know, they were literally going at it, saying that the guy was like, you know, being mean to her, whatever it is, or whatever, and the guy was just saying that this girl was just giving too much attitude, whatever, but she didn't see that she was giving a lot of attitude. So with that, right, the guy, she told me that the guy even asked her, right, the guy was even like to her, you think you're Doja Cat? Now that I think about it, it's like, why would the guy randomly just ask you, you think you're Doja Cat? And not only that, this girl was like to me, oh, he's like to me, she was trying to give an example, right? And that example was like, it's like, you know, it's like me saying, she was like, it's like me saying, you think you're Nikki? She was asking me this. This girl just be so random. And I don't know if, so, matter of fact, you know, one of my, you know, one of my YouTube video that I did, right? My makeup tutorial video. When I posted the, you know, the thumbnail on Snapchat and Instagram, this girl literally swiped up, knowing for sure that she does not show me no support or whatever, nothing like that, right? Tell me why this girl swiped up and asked me and told me, you look like Nikki. Oh my gosh, it's just all weird for me. Like, you guys can interpret this for me, because it's all weird for me. It's all weird for me. So okay guys, look, right when I was thinking about why she had dropped like the channel, I'm trying to find reason to why she could have done it, this and that. So right after I was thinking about this, right, my brother literally, when I was thinking about this thought, that's what my brother also told me, that thought, that the exact same thought I was thinking about, my brother literally told me about it. And that's when I was like, okay, I think this might be the reason too. So what I was thinking about was, wait, like, cause she had dropped it because she's trying to, you know, remember I told you guys, so she's always had a channel, but her channel was just based around music before. I was just like, wait, did she start this channel because my subscribers were surpassing her subscribers? Was that the reason why, like, you know, she could have started this channel so she could build more subscribers and stuff? And when I was thinking about that, my brother was literally like, oh, maybe, like, right after this, right, I was talking to my brother, and my brother is also trying to find reason to why this was happening. My brother was like, well, maybe it was because, like, your subscribers were beating her subscribers. Like, I'm just like, whoa, okay, well, I see now. Okay guys, so those are the things that I forgot to mention in the story time. And now I'm about to tell you guys what happened after the story time. So after the story time, right guys, we went to the movies to watch Black Panther. So when we went to watch Black Panther, this was on a Sunday, she was there as well, but the whole time I didn't know she was there. When I arrived at the place, because I got there late, my sister, me and my brother got there late, but my sister and her man were there before us. So when I go to sit down, my sister is telling me, I'm thinking, we saw the witch's man here, and I think he's here with a different girl. And I'm like, oh, really? ooh, that's tea. You know, that's what they're saying. And I forgot to tell you guys, the way this guy had cheated on this girl is so crazy that even the girls that the guy was cheating on with, when they were together, they will literally go to her and talk to her and tell her everything that's been happening with the guy, whatever. Okay, so the fact that they said that he's here with a different girl, that did not surprise me at all, because I'm like, well, I mean, the guy had cheated on her multiple times and right in front of her face, and if matter of fact, if the girls even like, you know, told her about everything. So okay, all right. So the whole time I just had in mind that the guy was just there with a different girl. Okay, so that the movie is playing, and after the movie finishes, we get up and we're trying to be like, we're trying to see if the guy was actually here with the girl. So when we go out the movie, right, I'm there on the stairs. Like, you know, trying to go, like, we're gonna go on the stairs. And while I'm trying to, when I'm about to, like, you know, literally leave the stairs, right, like go down on the stairs, my sister and her boyfriend come to me and tell me, Jackie, they come and tell me that the guy was there with the witch. And I'm like, oh, say what? Oh, because I'm about to beat somebody's ass right now. So now, like, you know, and the whole time, guys, that were there, these people are literally, she's taking so long to come out. My sister told me that when she saw her, it's like she was hiding. It's like she was hiding behind a man, whatever it is. So now I'm just like, oh my gosh, tell this girl to hurry up there right now, because I'm waiting for her on these stairs. This girl, the girl's literally taking her time, and now my brother and my sister's boyfriend are getting annoyed, like they didn't want that whole thing to happen, to go down or whatever. So they're just telling us, let's just go. I'm like, no, we're not going. Like, I'm gonna beat this girl's ass or whatever. Like, no, you know, they're saying, let's go. Like, and this girl is literally taking her time to come out of the cinemas, guys. Like, yo, my adrenaline right, like, at that moment was just. You guys, the same issue happened with my camera again. Like, it's so crazy because sometimes my camera just stops recording and I don't even realize it. But anyways, guys, so like I said, after that part, yeah, where we're literally waiting for her on these stairs, and my adrenaline at this point was just so high, y'all. Like, I really, like, y'all don't understand. We're just waiting for her outside of the cinemas because we didn't want to, like, you know, be wild outside the cinemas and stuff, so we're trying to take it outside. So waiting for her outside and stuff, and this girl's literally still taking her damn freaking time. Like, what? And now we have my brother and my sister's boyfriend saying, let's go, we need to get food, we're hungry, you know. So, like, when we're outside, right, it's literally been a hot minute and this girl had not come outside. So after that, we got to we're going to try and look for food. But this whole time, these two were, what they were trying to do the whole time was just trying to get us away from that situation. We would literally told them, you guys can't be doing that. So after that, we went back to the cinemas, and still the girl, I don't know whether, like, while we were gone, the girl had ran to a car, whatever it is. I'm not sure where the freak she had gone, but we'll go past the cinemas too. We'll go to the cinemas and stuff, and there's no sign of her. So I don't know if she's trying to, like, wait until the coast is clear, like there ain't nobody there for and that's when they can come out. And like I said, my adrenaline was so high. It was so high. So we're like, okay, look, you dodged a bullet. I'm just like, she really dodged a bullet. She really did. Like, you know, we'll leave you alone this time, but next time though, and it's like she knew what's up. Cause mind you, remember how I told you guys the way we left it off was her saying that she wanna focus on her pregnancy, but she wishes us all the best, right? So mind you, like, you know, if knowing for sure that she knew nothing was going on and she wishes us all the best, whatever it is, trying to focus on her pregnancy, and there's no drama, there's no beef, why are you hiding when you see us in public? Why are you hiding when you see us? See what I mean? So it's like she knew damn well what was up, what was gonna go down. She knew what was up. So guys, after that, yeah, you know, after that we got home, and I literally wanted to go on Snapchat and post about what just went on. Yeah, like, the thing is, like, back then I used to, like, whenever something happens, whenever something goes down, I'll run on social media just to, like, vent out whatever the heck that just happened. But I started growing from that. Like, I don't do that no more. Like, right now, if there's anything going down, I would like to discuss it face to face. But if it's not possible, then maybe I can, like, post it on social media, well, whatever. But I haven't done that in a minute. But now this girl is just starting to bring that out of me. She's trying to bring out something that I'm trying to, like, leave past. But, like, as we grow, we leave a lot of things behind. As we grow, like, continue doing the things we used to do. You know what I mean? So, sorry guys, this camera is actually acting up. But like I was saying, as you grow, a lot of things do become meaningless, right? So I have stopped doing that. But this girl now is starting to bring this out of me. I'm trying to, like, there's something I'm not trying to do, but now she's trying to bring it out of me again. So I went on my Snapchat, and this is what I was trying to post on my Snapchat. But then I was like, you know what? Let me just wait until I drop my story time. Because right now, after I drop my story time, she'll know what time I'm on. Because right now she thinks that she probably thought that I was quiet about the whole situation. I wasn't really saying none, or I just left it. But she didn't know what was cooking, So I'm like, let me just wait until I drop this story time first. And after that, I'm gonna repost this. I'm gonna repost it. I wait until I post my story time first, and then I can drop this. And because after that, that's when she know what time I'm on, after she seen my story time. So guys, after that, she went to Sissy's house, because Sissy and her are, like, in the same grade. She went to Sissy's house, right? They go to the same school. So she went to her house to get her hair done by her. First of all, Sissy was telling me this. I'm like, Sissy, you can't be serious. You can't, like, why is your sister trying to do her hair? Like, no. Like, I was just telling Sissy, like, I'm gonna have to come to your house and build her up then or something. So when Sissy's sister was doing her the witch's hair, the witch was not telling everything that's went down between her and I and my sister. And she was basically telling her that she's gonna, like, talk about this situation on social media. I'm like, first of all, what is there for you? What is there for you to talk about with this whole situation? Like, what is there for you to talk about with this situation? Like, what are you actually gonna say? What are you actually going to expose? Because I'm actually sitting here right now wondering what the freak she was going to talk about on social media about the whole situation. Well, if that's the case, then I'm waiting to see what she says. I'm waiting to see what she says, because I'm really curious. I'm really curious of what she has to say about this whole situation that happened between her and my sister, But anyways, she told this girl, Alicia, the audacity to tell Sissy this, yeah? She told Sissy, yeah, with my sister, yeah? She was like, with Riri, like, she don't be telling me whenever there's something going on with her, whatever between us, she doesn't tell me anything. Like, she just keeps it to herself. But with Jackie, when something going on, she usually come and confront me about it and tell me about it. First of all, when Sissy's sister told my sister this, and my sister told me everything that she said, so I'm just like, first of all, witch, what are you talking about? Where my sister is feeling some type of way about something, she won't come and tell you about it. She'll keep it to herself. You are one of the biggest hypocrite ever. You are one to talk, because you know damn well when you're feeling some. Guys, when there's something going on with this girl, when you know for sure she's feeling some type of way about something, and now she doesn't like whatever it is you're doing or saying, she won't say nada. She won't say anything. If she's feeling some type of way about something, she won't say nothing. She will not say nothing. She won't even confront you about it. Nothing like that. She'll just keep it to herself. And people like that are dangerous, because those people keep things to themselves, and, like, literally let it boil. They'll burst out for no reason, and whatever it is they're going through, they'll put it on you for no reason. So I don't know if she's trying to project this to my sister, knowing for sure that she's the one who'll be doing this. So, like, she's not trying to project it to my sister, because people like that, there's people who know damn well what they be doing, and they know it's wrong, but they want to project it on other people. Because for what? You never ever open up about anything. You never ever tell us exactly how you're feeling about situations. You keep it to yourself. If I did something wrong, you don't say anything. If I said something wrong, you don't say anything. So how, like, why are you saying that? It's like, for us for you to tell us exactly what's happening, we have to literally beg you to tell us what's happening. And how is somebody supposed to know what they did wrong if you don't tell them exactly what they did wrong, like the mistake? So guys, this is another event that happened, and this event literally pissed me the F off so much. Guys, the reason why I wanted to post this story time so bad is because I just want to post it, and when she see my story time, she know what time I'm on, and after that it's on site. But anyways guys, because I didn't want this whole thing to be like a surprise to her, I wanted to post this story time first, and after that, yeah, it's on site. But anyways guys, so my brother, right, when this witch graduated, on that graduation day, my brother went to the school, because my brother graduated last year. So my brother went to the school to get something from the school, because so when my brother went to the school to get whatever he needs to get, my brother went to the same school that she goes to. So my brother was trying to go there, right? My brother told me when he was going there, she saw the witch, yeah. So when my brother went to greet the witch, it's like that witch looked like she didn't want to, like, you know, greet my brother at all. And this really pisses me off, because for one, she's here acting like I even told my brother, why would you even want to shake her hand? Like, what are you doing? Why are you even doing that? Like, you know damn well, you know what she did. And my brother's like, I mean, like, I know for sure, like, you know, I understand that you wouldn't want to do that because what she did to you was beyond. But with me, like, it wasn't that bad. But I'm just like, why would you want to shake her hand though? Like, what the freak? You don't know what type of witchcraft you have on her hand. You don't understand. Like, my brother was just saying, when I'm trying to shake her hand and greet her, it's like she didn't want to do that. It's like she didn't want to. When my brother told me this, I really, like, because that's like, first of all, what did my brother do to you? Because I know for sure none of us did none to you. None of us did nada to you. But my brother, who was hardly in this whole mess, what did he do to you? And later on, because Sissy's sister was also graduating that night. So, like I said, Sissy and that witch, they're in the same grade. So Sissy's sister. And Sissy and my sister went to Sissy's sister graduation, and they saw the witch over there. Well, they're telling me that, you know, after that graduation ceremony, they came and told me that apparently, because before this witch posted her former photo, and it didn't look like she was pregnant. But anyways, after that graduation, Sissy and my sister told me that the girl looked pregnant. Like her school button is literally about to, like, her school shirt button is literally about to pop off. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, if she is pregnant, then congratulations to her. Congrats to her. I have my own suspicions about it, but now it seems like these changes took a while for it to come through, but congratulations to her. And what they told me was, you remember how I told you guys that girl that she ran into the other time, and she was telling her that you should be supporting Jackie under no means necessary? Yeah, so now I got to find out that now it seems like the best. Okay, that's fine. Right now, all I can say is, if I know anybody's gonna be messing with this girl, now you are dead to me as well. You're dead to me as well, because why would I be friends or talk to people who are friends with my nemesis? It doesn't work like that for me. So that's fine, that's cool, they can be friends, but for me, no. And this girl, it's like now she's trying to go around looking for allies, right? First of all, she went to Sissy's house and let her sister do her hair, and now she's telling her everything that's happening between us. Like, she's trying to, like, what are you doing that for? You know for sure you're in the wrong, so what are you trying to say? How come? Why are you telling her this when we wanted to talk to you about this whole situation? You didn't wanna talk to us. When my sister asked you if you could all meet up, you didn't want to say anything. But now why do you want to go to people and tell them what's happening? Like, you see what I mean? It's like she want to be there, going there and telling people lies. Trying to, like, want to be there, want to be in there first before we say anything first, so that people can listen to her story, her side of the story, and tell them a bunch of lies so that they can be on her side. And I don't know for sure that's exactly what she might have told that girl that I was talking about in the previous story time. That's cool enough to not listen to a bunch of BS, because we know how this girl can get. All I can say is, I'm gonna be friends with this girl. Good luck to you. I actually wish you all the best, but all I gotta say is, you need to check. If you are gonna be friends with this girl, check her out. Check her. Judge her very well, because you see how it ended with us. All I gotta say is good luck. But I just know for sure, anybody who's gonna be friends with this girl, they're not gonna end up liking her.